I'm Jeanne. Welcome to Council Close-Ups. On this program, we introduce you to the people who work at the Metropolitan Council. They drive our buses, they help keep our sewage pipes clean, they help communities plan for affordable housing, and more. Today, we're talking with Andy Streasick. He's the manager of customer service for Metro Mobility. Once a week, he volunteers here at Mayday Books in Minneapolis. Let's go down and meet him. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Jeanne. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Mayday.
Thanks. This is amazing. You know, when you said it was in the basement, I sort of thought, but actually it's rather cozy. You tend to be one of the more radical thinkers that I know at the council, and I'm just wondering if you can talk a little bit about what brought you to that place.
Sure. Well, growing up, my family didn't have a lot of money, so I certainly do think that that was probably one motivating factor. I was starting to come of age at a time when neoliberal politics was sort of coming to the forefront. And from my perspective, I saw what I determined to be a detrimental effect on the working class as a result of that. I saw my uncles lose jobs at factories around that time. I saw our economy tighten when the mainstream media was talking about how great the economy was doing. So I think that very much had an impact on me politically.
Talk about your work at the council now. What's your current position and what do you do from day to day?
I manage customer service for Metro Mobility, which is the ADA paratransit provider for the Twin Cities. From day to day, I take a lot of customer calls and respond to a lot of customer emails seeking information or wanting to voice feedback about the service. You identify as a person with a disability, and I'm wondering, is that lifelong? Is that something you acquired along the way somewhere? And how does that inform your perspective on your work, do you think? Well, I have cerebral palsy, and it is lifelong. I've had it since birth. And because of that, I can't really talk a lot to how it informs my work. It's all I've ever known. Certainly as a person with a disability, I think there's less risk that I'm going to come across as condescending or belittling to someone just because they have one. So that could be a potential benefit.
Why do you do the work that you do?
Really, at Metro Mobility, we're in the independence business. Metro Mobility allows people who wouldn't otherwise be able to do so to get to their jobs, to get to their doctor's appointments, and just as importantly, it allows them to go and hang out with their friends and go and hang out with their families and to be fully invested in their community and to participate in it to the extent that they want to. So when I can keep it in that focus, my work really is very rewarding. I give a tremendous amount of credit and lots of pats on the back to my staff. I think they do a wonderful, wonderful job and make my job easier in all sorts of ways.
Well, a lot of people who work in government and at the council in particular are really motivated by wanting to make the world a better place. And you're kind of lucky because you get to have that face-to-face contact with the people who are directly impacted by our service. And I'm wondering what that's like for you.
It's great. It's a real motivating factor to have those kinds of one-on-one conversations on a daily basis. It's motivating, and there's times when it can be very inspiring. But more than that, it kind of holds my feet to the fire. It's a challenge. If something goes wrong, I hear about it from people, sometimes multiple people in a day. And that's how it should be. I always tell folks I really, really value complaints. They are one of the key ways that we learn something is broken out there or something at least isn't working as well as it could be. So when people call in and share their stories, even if it's constructive criticism, it's very much something that I value.
What do you do to relieve the stress from the day?
Well, I think there have always been times when folks get off work and breathe a heavy sigh of relief. I'm certainly no exception there. I've got a 3-year-old at home that I love to spend time with, and it's been continually astonishing to me just how cathartic I find it to be able to go chase him around or play with him.
Do you ever give yourself a pat on the back for the work you do?
No. You know, I think I personally am somebody who is more motivated by my own internal criticism than my own internal accolades.
I met you through our union, Local 668 of AFSCME, and here we are at Mayday Books. So I'm aware that you have some kind of political perspective and some passion about the world and the community. And I'm wondering how that informs your work at the council, if those two worlds come together at all.
I think so. I'm not a big fan of isms, so I don't have a specific set of political beliefs to which I subscribe. But I would absolutely say that my driving political ambition is to try to help build a society where people help one another and where the best aspects of human nature are rewarded and where people can participate to the extent that they're able and to the extent that they want to. And obviously I feel like my work at the council does contribute to that.
Andy, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. It's been really nice to get to know you better.
Thank you. The feeling's mutual and it was a real pleasure.
If you'd like to know more about the Metropolitan Council, visit our website at metrocouncil.org.